It is time for us to move on now to the last part of sports tonight, and Toby Adepoju has joined us now. Toby, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We will talk a lot about the controversy and the good and the bad as we go along on sports tonight. But before I allow Toby to say anything, let me just quickly update you with results from the CAF Under-20 qualifiers. The African Youth Championship qualifiers played across the African continent over the weekend. It was good for the Flying Eagles of Nigeria because we went to Tanzania and took out the Ngorongoro Heroes of Tanzania on their soil by 2-0. That's what you're seeing on your screen. Ethiopia also fell at home 0-2 to South Africa. Rwanda and Gabon played out a goalless draw. Burundi lost 0-1 to Cameroon. Libya and Tunisia played out a 1-1 draw. Lesotho 3-1 winners over Angola. In another result of the second round of the first leg of the CAF Under-20 qualifiers. We had Mozambique falling at home 0-2 to Zambia. You had Malawi and Congo DR playing out a 1-1 draw. Sierra Leone losing 0-2 to Ghana. Burkina Faso losing 0-3 to Mali. Sudan losing 0-3 to Egypt. Togo losing 0-2 to Morocco. So plenty of victories on the road. You had Liberia 1-0 over Cote d'Ivoire and Congo 2-1 over Benin Republic. For the Flying Eagles, the job is done. The second leg, we're told today, will be played in Kaduna. The Nigerian Football Federation have decided that Kaduna will be hosting the second leg. And let me tell you a little secret. It means the Super Eagles will probably play the 2015 African Nations Cup qualifiers in Kaduna. Yeah, that's what it means, because Calabar is not going to be available due to the National Sports Festival. So Kaduna, get ready to host the Super Eagles.
Not a bad idea. I saw I saw the chant.
They have a grass pitch.
They have a grass pitch. You have it's going to be filled up with fans.
Good atmosphere.
Surely it will be a packed stadium. If Super Eagles play there, apart from the security controversy, if we can try and win over that, I think, I don't know, the northern side, the Northerners watch football and they love the Super Eagles so much. I think they will fill the stadium. It will be a packed environment and it's not going to be easy for any of our opponents.
All right, so that's it. Just getting ready for the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations. But congratulations, Flying Eagles. We're looking forward to the second leg in Kaduna in a fortnight. I think in a fortnight.
Yeah, in a fortnight.
That's when it will be played. Let's talk about the Globe Premier League. The scheduled matches played over the weekend. We had only 3 games played, just to clear out some outstanding matches. And for me, I want to start from the bottom because Nembe, I like Nembe. I mean, after watching them last season, the young boys, aggressive, they put their body and soul into football. I wish things can be better for them, but they won their first game of the season, 1-0 against Taraba United. I hope this is the beginning of good things to come for Nimbe City. Sunshine beat Giwa 2-0, Medrano, Tamen, and Dilola Undari, the scorers for Giwa. And then Bayelsa 2-1 over Enyimba. Bayelsa's winning goal coming towards the end of the game, and Enyimba are crying foul. Thankfully for us on Sports Tonight, Toby Adepoju was in Benin. Toby,
yeah, really.
And I was speaking to you because Enyimba fans were calling that they were robbed.
Yeah, really. I think it's fun of most teams in Nigeria. We always talk about officiating. We complain time. We also don't forget Sharks Enyimba. We see Sharks, crying foul about officiating. Next week Enyimba will also complain about someone else. Someone is complaining about Enyimba.
So it's a case of this week.
It was a very fantastic game I saw in Benin. Bayelsa United and Enyimba. These are a very good side. 2 sides that would contend for title. They got quality on both sides. Good technical bench. Eric Frimpong scored first for Bayelsa United, and Enyimba replied in less than 22 minutes through Bashir. It was 1 at aftermath. In the second half, it was a close game for both sides. They tried to beat themselves on counter. Both Bafo were alert. The goalkeepers were making a lot of great saves, and the first it was 2 issues. The first one was Solomon, the captain of Bayelsa, and the ball inside the box. And from my own view, the center referee was in the half of Enyimba because it was a loose ball, it was a clear ball from Enyimba half. Before he got to that incident, Solomon was clever. He was very, very fast, and he stood up very clear. He stood up immediately after he handed the ball. So it might be from the angle of Umar.
Let me just ask you. You saw the game live. The captain Solomon Jr. The captain of Bayelsa United, the Benin International. Handle the ball in the box.
Inside the box,
So the referee didn't see it because he was far off.
Far away from the incident. We could have had.
What about the assistant referee?
I don't know. But the major thing sometimes is, I think we need to look at the angle of the human error in terms of the official. Because
let's agree.
let's
agree that was human error. But the referee is one of the best referees we have around.
The reason why it is falling into question, because if you look at Jelili, he's one of the top referees in Nigeria. He has officiated at top games at FIFA, at CAF in Nigeria. Don't forget the official.
These are pictures that Toby sent to us, brought from the game.
This was the one.
But Toby didn't bring us the picture of where there was ball handling, because it happened so fast.
No, it really everything was calm. Sometimes after full times, teams will try to protest, because when the game was also at 1-1 at halftime, some Bayelsa fans, some Bayelsa officials were also aggrieved. So they were not even
also accusing the referee.
They were accusing the fourth official in terms of
So accusation galore.
Accusation galore. But the truth of the matter is,
let's talk about the other one.
Yep.
The Bayelsa winning goal.
It was a good goal, for
it was a good goal.
It was a good goal.
Okay.
I think Bayelsa, I think Enyimba International, they look solid. They created a lot of chances, blew them off. But for the technical crew, they need to work on something. They always lack consistency at the 9 minutes. Don't forget that Atlant, they consider a late goal last season in Pillars. And also they need to work on their scoring chance, because they created a lot of scoring. They could have won the game by 4 goals to 1. They created a lot of scoring chances. They blew them off, and they had themselves to blame with Adeleye header. But interesting, it was a fabulous and interesting game.
All right, so that's it. That's our man who was there, on the spot, Toby Adepoju. I want to go with his report. I want to agree with him. But Enyimba, well, you get some, you win some. You get some, you lose some. Sharks were accusing you of getting to the good side of a referee's decision just a couple of days ago. Now you are at the wrong end of a referee decision. So these things balance out at the end of the season.
I think the LMC should go hard on officials who complain without substance.
Without evidence.
If you complain, then you should be able to
bring evidence.
Back it up with, if you complain without substance, trying to bring the game into disrepute, then you should be sanctioned, so that everybody reads about this game all over the world.
And the only thing you see, the only thing we just talked about. Talking about the game of football, and the only thing we pick up from that game now are the controversies.
So the LMC should go hard on officials who cry foul without no substance to back it up, so that all these complaints will stop once and for all.
Okay, let's run very quickly and talk about the Nigerian National League. Well, let's tell you that we want to focus on the Nigerian National League, but what we want to do, we'll probably have to leave it to tomorrow, is the story of Supreme Court against Kwara United. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. Kwara United claiming that there was very dubious officiating, and Supreme claiming that officials of Kwara United took laws into their hands and were beating up everybody. I mean, so it's accusation and counter-accusation. But let's just look at the results of Nigerian National League matches played over the weekend. Let's run through very quickly results of some of those games, and then we will maybe talk about what happened as well in Congo DR before we wrap up sports tonight. If we can get the results of the National League, I hope we can get that very quickly. But for me, the high point surely around the Nigerian National League is Shooting Stars ending this season. Okay, the results are there for you. Tornadoes 4-0 over Jigawa, Wiki 2-0 over FRSC, Adamawa United 3-0 over Nigeria Prison, was a walkover actually, and Plateau United 1-0 over Mighty Jets, Spotlight 2-1 over DSS, Cheap 1-0 over Kogi United, Ranchers 2-0 over Sokoto, Supreme Court 2-1 over Kwara United. That was the controversial game that was played in Abuja. Let's go to Division B. Insurance 2-0 over Go Round, Prime 2-0 over Stationary Stores, Abia Comets 1-0 over COD late in the game, Gateway 2-1 over Remo, 3SC 2-0 over Unisem. Shooting Stars ending the first half on top. NFM 1-0 over Aqua Starlets as well. Ekiti United 2-0 over ABS, First Bank 2-1 over Gabros. Gabros once again crying foul that the referee aided First Bank. So everybody is complaining against everybody. Gentlemen, let's wrap up the show with this sad story. Congo DR. TP Mazembe against AS Vita. It was a football game that went awry. It was a derby game that is seen by about 80,000 fans. But what happened over the weekend was a sad story for football. 15 fans lost their lives. Violence, violence, violence. Gunshots, wounds, injuries. 15 people dead, 21 people seriously injured.
I think we have not learnt our lesson in Africa. When you look at the past events, in Accra, Accra House of Oak, Ashanti Kotoko. If you remember what happened there, then in South Africa, Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. These are well documented cases of violence that led to loss of lives. If